What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? I meant to start with my hood up. I meant to start with the hood up, but I don't know why. I took it down a second ago. What's going on though? We doing okay? I sure hope we are, as usual. As usual. I'm always hoping we're doing okay because you know what? Why would I ever hope we're doing bad? It's not a good thing to wish bad things on people or to hope for bad things. You know, it's not a good thing. Not a good thing. But I hope we're doing all right. All right. Hope we're doing all right. Today is Oblivion Sunday. Okay, so we're going to be playing some Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And yeah, there's that. There's that. We're gonna have a good time with it. I hope everything's going. Yep. Everything should be going all right audio wise. I'm hoping it is. Anyway, could be wrong. But either way, um, yeah. So as usual, like this the end of the year into the beginning of this year has just been crazy for me, and I apologize if everything's been disjointed and I haven't really had too much going on and things like that. Like I still want to do stuff like have Friday streams that are actually like worthwhile, not just me hanging out and stuff like that. Uh, I want to plan some stuff out for you guys. I want to plan some stuff out and I want to have engaging stuff that you want to watch. But I'm just so fucked up lately, and it only got worse over the last month. I figured after the new year, I get back to work, everything will kind of even out a little bit. I'll be back to normal. No, I'm not back to normal. I'm not. Everything got really fucked up. What's going on, Hell World 3000? Happy Sunday to you too, my friend. Um, probably the thing that really put me over the edge though was when I got into a minor fender bender. And it was minor enough as to where I didn't feel like having to tell my insurance about it. I wasn't gonna go through them to have them pay for the damages or anything like that because it would have been pointless. So instead, fucking, I decided I would pay for it myself, and it just it I've been without a car for like a month now, because like look, I'm the kind of person I do everything myself, right? And when I can't do something myself, it really really stresses me out because it's true. If you want something right, you got to do it yourself. If you want something right, you got to do it yourself. That's just the fact of the matter. And yeah, I'm not able to do it myself. I'm not a car guy. I don't know shit about cars. I know you turn the key, it starts, you hit the gas pedal, and sometimes you got to refill the gas. Other than that, I couldn't tell you. I think people who use car stuff as a test of manhood are pussies. Because it's usually well, yeah, I mean, Scott could beat my ass, but does he change his own oil? It's that kind of shit. It's that kind of shit a lot of the time. Not like literally that kind of shit, right? But what I mean is somebody who feels inadequate in one way or another, they cling to knowing how to like change a tire, which I could change a tire, but you get what I mean, right? They cling to knowing car stuff as a way to feel like they're men because well that's what men do. Men change car tires, and they know what a carburetor is, and they change their own oil and stuff like that. It's so fucking like stupid. It's so annoying. But regardless, I'm not a car guy, so because of that, I have to trust other people to do the work for me, and um, that is going about as good as you could expect. I went to one guy. He said just labor alone would be $1,500. I was like, yeah, sure it will, guy. I went to another dude. He didn't charge me as much, but he still charged me way too much. And then he couldn't even do all of the labor because he had me order a part that turned out to be the wrong part to order. So even the guys who know shit don't know shit, you know? And then he orders the part himself to make sure it's the right part. And the company that sent him the part sent him the wrong part, the part that he did not order. So what was supposed to be like a week or two endeavor is now like a month of me just watching my car, watching my car in the driveway, just sit there and having to rent other cars and stuff like that. I got an EV. I got an electric vehicle rental, and that is the dumbest fucking shit. It is the dumbest shit. I know that if I gave it time, I would enjoy it. I would like the rental, the rental. I would like the electrical, right? But it's so fucking stupid because not only is it an electric vehicle, but it also has that weird wannabe Tesla shit where it's like it tries to drive for you, you know? Like I can't hit the gas and then let up on the gas and just have it coast. The brake automatically engages when I'm fucking letting off the gas pedal, you know? Just as an example. Um what else? What else? There's other shit too, like sorry, I'm just I'm turning this down a little bit because I always get a little bit nervous when my meter goes into the red, like my audio's about to top out. So if I'm a little bit too if I'm a little bit too quiet, you guys just let me know and I'll turn it back up. But I just don't want to be peaking. I don't want my audio to be peaking or anything like that. That's one of the most frustrating fucking things for me. But anyway, um another thing, right? It has that automatic lane assist. It tries to drive for you a little bit, and that's stupid as hell because it's like two different people trying to drive a fucking car, but one of them is blindfolded, you know? Like that's what it's like. There was a situation yesterday. I'm coming home from the rental place that I got the car from, and fucking they ended up oh yeah, no, this sorry, this is what happened. Fucking um Cause I just remembered they didn't even give it to me on a full charge, so I had to charge it today, and I couldn't even get the charging port to work the first time. So I left it there for like an hour, just not charging. You know, that was a shit show. But anyway, yeah. So I'm driving home from the rental place, and this fucking mailman pulls over onto the side of the road, and he's doing that bullshit where he stays pulled over with his hazards on, and he just keeps driving down the road to throw the mail in each mailbox and shit like that. And there's cars coming from the other side, and I'm like, oh, I can make this. I know I can make this. I'll have to, hit the gas a little bit, right? I'll have to speed up a little bit, but it's not unreasonable, and I know I can make it. So I try to go around, and as I'm going around, I think the car sensed that there was the mail truck there, and then off in the distance there were cars coming my way, and it tried to, it literally did that, and I had to be like, what the fuck, you know? That was so stupid, bro. That was so stupid, you know? Fucking yeah. I'll pin yours, Zachary. I'll pin yours. Um, I had trouble with my Toyota last month. Got the wrong part sent 2 times. Was out of vehicle 2 weeks. It sucked. Yeah, it's like, why are mechanics such fucking idiots, dude? Like, why are like it's just mechanics, like they make so much money for such little work, if we're being honest here. When it comes to the trades, you get this false belief that they're a lot harder than they are. That's part of the reason I didn't bother to go into a trade, and now I'm 30, and what am I going to do, be a fucking 30-year-old electrical apprentice? What am I? What? Yeah, I can get a nice little fucking propeller hat and a big ass lollipop to go with it. You know, what a joke, right? But part of the reason I didn't go into the trades is because the way the trades were sold to me by fuckhead teachers as well as my fuckhead parent was, oh well, you're gonna be waking up at 2 a.m. and you're gonna be slaving away. And it's like I was like, fuck that. I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do that shit, you know? Um, and mechanics are the same way where it's like because they get a little greasy. They get a little bit of grease on their jumpsuit. You're meant to think that they're like having a hard time when really all they're doing is snapping parts into place. You know? That's literally all my car was they had to clear some debris, okay? And then it just came down to screw this part into place, then snap these parts into place, then snap that part into place. And then they were like, oh, he got the wrong part. Okay, well, we'll have to send that back, you know? But for some reason, it's just like these guys are so stupid with it. They're just so dumb with it, you know? Like, I don't know car shit, so I couldn't be a mechanic. But if I was a mechanic, I feel like I would be a lot more honest and a lot more competent than so many of these fucking guys. Even the dude who quoted me 1,500, he's a legit, I'm getting my car fixed by a legit mechanic. Don't get me wrong, right? But like this dude, I walk into his place. He's the owner of the shop, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I mean it'd be 1,500 just for labor, and then parts on top of that. Oh man, you know." And he's clearly trying to upcharge me for parts. You know, I'm looking at websites that have car parts on it, and it's clear that he's trying to make like at least 200 or more dollars off of me for the parts that he would be ordering from the same website that I'm looking at, because the part here says 200, and he's telling me, oh, you know, parts like that are like 500 a piece, you know. um like even this dude is sitting here like, oh yeah, and we're 2 weeks behind. It's like, 2 weeks behind what? What do you mean you're fucking 2 weeks behind? What are you doing all day? How are you 2 weeks behind on doing your job? What is going on here? What are you, fucking stupid? Yes, you are. You stupid fucking idiot. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's this dude outside, right? This is one of the problems with kids today, and it's also one of the problems with like autistic children, right? He's got two kids that clearly have some kind of like deficiency, right? And it's all good, it's whatever. But like, he lets them knock on my window and shit like that, or he used to anyway. Like literally, I was streaming one day. I'm sure you could find this somewhere. I don't think I don't I yeah, I'm pretty sure the stream is still up, right? I'm just sitting here, la di da di da, doing my thing, doing my thing, doing my thing, and all of a sudden I hear knock knock on the window, and I immediately spring into action. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like, just peacocking basically, And I open the window, and sure enough, it's the little goober, you know. And I'm just like, hey man, don't be knocking on my window, dude. And of course, he's got a deficiency, so he just, like, obviously he hears me. He's just refusing to acknowledge me, because that's what happens with a lot of people like that. I don't, you guys know I don't believe in autism the way that a lot of other people do, you know. And part of the reason why he does that is because his dad sits there like, come on, let's go every day, letting the kids run around doing whatever, and just literally, quite literally ignoring even the sound of his voice, And he's got a dog. The dog does the same thing, It's just a dog and two autistic kids just, well, he's like, come on. And it's like every time that happens, I just want to like fucking open the window and start throwing shit, Fucking I've seen it before. I've had autistic children come into my dojo. I've had autistic children come into my gym. Their parents are like, I just don't even know what to do anymore. Oh man, I'm hoping this will help. And then fucking um like, I'll work with them and they'll get better because I don't put up with their shit, because autism isn't what people think it is, right? Can you explain your autism thesis? I'm curious. So essentially what I believe autism to be is the low and the high ends of the intelligence bell curve, the IQ bell curve, that were basically cut off, glued together, and then put on a separate chart. I think what it is that there's some people who are so low IQ and so high IQ that they have a hard time relating to and interacting with people who are in that middle of the bell curve area, the midwits, right? And because of this, they are socialized to be more of that instead of being socialized to work within the confines of what everybody basically agrees to be normal human behavior and acceptable conduct and everything like that. They learn to operate outside of that under the belief that, oh, well, I couldn't even be normal if I wanted to be normal. Now, someone who is extremely low IQ or extremely high IQ, they're never going to be fitting in like a glove. They're never going to fit like a glove, right? But you can teach them how to act and they're going to be a lot better. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. I literally see kids all the time in my gym who they come to my gym and they have behavioral issues. And it's because their parents don't ever tell them, hey, knock that off. And when I sit there, like, hey, knock that off, they slowly start to realize, oh, I can't do that shit with Coach Scott because he ain't going to have it. So they get a little bit better. Now, what tends to happen a lot of the time is the problem wasn't that they didn't have jujitsu. The problem is that their parents were letting them get away with the shit in the first place. So they improved just a little bit, but they don't improve as much as they could because, after all, they only spend an hour with me and they know that I'm going to be temporary. And they know they're going to get to go home with mommy and daddy, who are just going to give them whatever they want. If they throw a tantrum, or maybe they are going to ignore them, and their parents will just be like, "Come on," they'll just be screaming like fucking idiots, Um, like I think that's really what it is, specifically speaking from the low end of the IQ spectrum or the autism spectrum, right? The low end of the autistic spectrum is really just the low end of that IQ bell curve, right? The high end of that IQ bell curve has people who they seem to be a little bit more normal, but they have a hard time talking to people, and they're those like Sheldon fucking those Sheldon from Big Bang Theory types where it's like, um they take everything too literally and they're just a fucking annoying dweeb. Um that's my theory on that, right? That's my theory on that. Thank you, Random Analysis. Love you too, man. Love you too. But yeah, it's the dumbest fucking shit. There's so many kids that like they get brought in and their parents don't teach them to be like men, which like they're 7 years old. Of course they're not gonna be men, but from the very beginning of your child's life, from when they can like understand and they can communicate and other things like that, you have to be teaching them how to be a man. They're not gonna get it right away. You can't expect them to be fully formed, right? But you have to be pushing them towards that. You have to push them towards that. And you see a lot of people who you just know that they spend a little bit too much time with mommy and daddy doesn't have enough of a say and things like that. And because of that, they have low impulse control even for someone of their age, and they are prone to attention seeking behaviors, specifically when they are in a state of discomfort. There's some kind of that they do. I like I there was a kid who left like a month and a half ago, right? It just wasn't working out for him. And it was because mommy, whenever he would be like on the ground, like he would literally be doing that whenever he would be like a little bit uncomfortable in a jujitsu class. Mommy was like, "Oh, it's okay." You know, like there's so many kids today, and I'm not saying this like a boomer would say it, where it's like, "Oh, back in my day," like no, fucking like there's just so many kids who are still on their mom's teat, and they're like 8, 9, 10 years old, and it's like, fuck, man, just cut the cord, man. You gotta cut the cord because you're bringing them to me, and I gotta unfuck these kids up. I gotta unfuck up these kids, and I'm supposed to help with that. Like, help yourself. It's so fucking annoying. Scott describing his average viewer. Scott describing his average high Ecuador. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man, it's so crazy, dude. It's so fucking crazy, you know. Um, but yeah, I started talking about how fucked up everything is for me right now, and like I'm saying that because I just want you. For one thing, I'm kind of venting, right? I can't even tell you guys everything. I don't feel comfortable telling you everything that's going on with me right now, you know. But it's just like one thing after another, after another, after another, after another, and everybody else's incompetence is just making it worse, you know. I get a call from my doctor's office. Hello, Mr. Sullivan. If you could just give us a call back. I call him back 5 minutes later. Nobody's there to take my call. I leave a message saying, hey, just call me back. And if I don't get back to you, leave a message telling me what you wanted to tell me because it's okay. And I don't want to play phone tag with you. They call me back. They don't leave a message. So I got to call them back tomorrow. In addition to that, I'm sitting here dealing with workers' comp shit. I get a letter in the mail that I have to fill out. It's like a form in the mail I have to fill out. I call my lawyer. Nobody's there to help me through it. They're like, "Oh, we'll call you back." They never called me back, so I got to call them back tomorrow, you know. Car shit. It's just little things that people who like they're just fucking like bad at their jobs, you know? They're just bad at their jobs and they don't want to be good at their jobs. You know? That's what it is. A lot of people don't want to be good at their jobs. It goes beyond just like, oh, I really don't want to be here. It's like, no, I don't even want to be good at my job. It's like, holy fucking shit, you know? I had an Indian scam center call my local detective after I gave them a cheeky text reply. Way she goes, Scott, bro. Oh boy, oh boy, fucking yeah. The best thing you can do with an Indian caller is waste their time. You know, don't because it's a very there's I've gotten very good at getting what I want out of not scammers but um customer service. You know, I embraced the Karen, you know. Like me, I bought a treadmill. I can't safely use the treadmill. They advertised it like it was going to be safe for me to use, and when it got here, I realized no, this is too small. I was stupid. I hit them up saying, "Hey, I want to return this. It's too small for me to use safely." They said, "Oh, you're going to have to pay for the shipping back." The shipping back was going to be like basically the price of the treadmill. They did that on purpose because they wanted me to be able to have to they wanted me to lose out on the money regardless so that hopefully they would be able to keep the money even if I did return the treadmill. And like I spent like a week just like harassing Amazon to get them to give me the money back because eventually what I did was I said, "Oh, actually no, it's not too small, it's broken." No, it's not too small, it's broken. You see, I was honest and I got fucked over. So what I had to do is Karen the fuck out and be like, actually, no, it's broken, and you guys are trying to make me pay for broken stuff, and that's fucked up, and I'm not doing that. And put me through to your manager. Put me through to your manager, damn it. And I ended up getting a gift card for the balance. So, and they had me keep the fucking treadmill, you know. And it's funny too because the guy on Amazon knew that I was full of shit. He knew that I was full of shit. He like the guy who gave me the gift card was like, "Oh, so I just want to make sure, is it too small or is it broken?" And I was like, "Nah, it's broken. I packed it up once. I handled it nice and gently, and then when I unpacked it, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't turn on." And if they had pressed me further, I would have said, "Yeah, I originally wanted to return it because it was too small. I brought it to a place to ship it. They said, 'Hey, we can't ship that. It's too big.' Oh, it's too fucking big. Oh, we can't ship it. Oh, it won't fit." No, but like he said, it's too big. You know, you're gonna want to bring it to another place. So I just brought it home. I was like, fuck it, I'll set it up again. And then it didn't work. That's what I would have explained. That's what I would have explained if they had if they had asked further. But I think this guy knew that I was just being a problem, and he just wanted to like solve the problem quick, you know. There wasn't a real problem other than me just not wanting to have to deal with that bullshit, so I was going to keep on complaining. So he was like, fuck, let's just solve the problem now and give this guy what he wants to get rid of him, you know. And it worked, you know. So now I basically have a free treadmill that was like a little under $500 that I'm trying to sell now, and I'm basically making a fucking profit off of it. So there you go, you know. Fucking hello sir, hello sir, this is Amazon. Your package is too thick, sir. Exactly, you know. Um, but yeah, like overall, you know, Jeff Bezos loves giving back to the middle class. Of course, Zachary. Of course, Zachary. Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like I've mastered the art of getting what I want from customer service and shit like that. And really all it is just embracing the Karen, you know? And I made a tactical error by assuming that they were going to do the right thing if I just was honest with them and explained it's too small, I cannot use this safely. I will get hurt if I keep trying to use this thing. So please just take it back, and I'm gonna order a bigger one that's gonna be a little bit more expensive. You know, I tactical error on my end. Oops, whoopsies, whoops. But I got what I wanted in the end, and now I can sell that treadmill and fucking make a profit, right? Like the best thing you can do is just waste time, because wasting time is like, you know, whether it's via ear beating or whether it's via Karening, you know, either one. You know, Nick and Sam, they talk about giving someone an ear beating. You know, oh dude, you can't take it back, but like, oh man, dude, my cousin's coming and I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time to try and put this thing in a space because it's in the place that my cousin's gonna be sleeping at. He just got out of Walpole, dude. He was in fucking Walpole Penitentiary, dude. And fucking he's gonna be so mad when he doesn't have a place to sleep, dude. I can't. What am I gonna have him sleep on the treadmill? Like I don't think that would have worked too well. You know, I don't think that would have worked too well. But being a Karen, being like, no, you sold me a defective product. You sold me a defective product, sir. Yeah, I want my money back. No, you don't. This is absolutely disgusting. This is gross. This is gross behavior. I can't believe what's your name? What's your name? Dilarashnish? Dilarashnish. When I contact my lawyer, I'm going to name you on the thing. Where's your manager? Where's your manager? Put me through to your manager. Like fucking that's there's times for that, you know. And that's why the Karen thing was a thing in the first place, is because they wanted to disincentivize you getting what you need. Not even just what you want, but getting what you need out of like a corporation like Amazon, you know? Because like if you complain enough and if you go high enough up the chain, they will capitulate to you. They will be like, all right, sir, what I will do for you for your convenience is to give you a gift card for $450, and I will to make you happy. Like there will be someone higher up the chain who will be able to do that for you, you know, and they'll even try and disincentivize you. Like every time I talked to someone who was higher up the chain, the guy under them was like, sir, I can put you through to the higher up, but I will warn you, he will tell you the same thing. And sure enough, the higher up didn't tell me the same thing. The higher up was the one who was like, oh, well, let me help you with this for real. Here, have a gift card, you know? Um, excuse me. Um, like you if you're too afraid to be a Karen, if you're someone who's like, oh well, but I don't want to be a Karen. Nobody likes Karens. It's like, yeah, but Karen got the refund. Karen got her money back. Karen's never gonna have to deal with any of those people again. So what's a fucking big deal, you know? It's the same thing with HOAs too, right? The Karen meme and the HOA. We're gonna get. In fact, you know what? Zachary, I'm about to make your day, bro. I'm about to make your day. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, Zachary. Here we are. Here we are. Fucking anyway. Two memes that I am actually pretty convinced were meant to be psyops was one, the Karen meme, because Karens are able to bully people into giving them their money back, right? For lack of better term. When a Karen is being treated like shit, she will be like, "Hey, don't treat me like shit. Fuck you. Let me talk to your manager," because that was completely irredeemably inappropriate, and I will not have that. You know, so a Karen is not going to be like a cog. She's not going to be someone who gets pushed around by the corporation and things like that. And corporations obviously are not going to want that. They're kind of in this weird situation where, like, if they say no to too many people outright, if they don't capitulate in a lot of situations that they don't feel like they should have to capitulate in, then they might have some weird fucking shit on their hands. They might have like a lawsuit, or their brand will suffer, or there's going to be some other thing, some other thing that's going on that is going to royally fuck them because they pissed off too many Karens, right? So I really believe I believe that that is a piece of the Karen meme from 2020 is one, trying to put people in their place regarding COVID shit, but then two, also trying to disincentivize people from getting their money back for like dog shit services or goods that have been rendered, right? And then the other one is the HOA memes. I remember out of fucking nowhere, for no explainable reason, just randomly out of nowhere, years ago, there were all these memes about HOAs, and they're talking about how like, oh, the HOA said they're gonna fine me because my hedges are 0.5 inches too tall. That's fucked up, man. I left my mailbox open, and the HOA said they were gonna fine me because that violates Article 2, subsection 7. Right? Like, don't get me wrong, I totally believe there's fucking idiots who are like the types who are gonna be that way. Like, any system that is set up to police anyone for anything is going to end up being utilized by fucking creeps. It will happen, all right? However, the other thing that HOAs do is keep the riffraff out of your neighborhood. It makes it so that Section 8 housing doesn't make its way into your neighborhood. I live in an area that was ravaged by Section 8 housing. People from the inner city who were living lives of crime, they were able to escape the city. They brought the crime with them, though. And now my town is known as a place where you can go and get heroin, and people die there and shit like that, you know? Just a shitty place that you don't want to be, right? And I'm not even saying it's Compton or anything like that, but compared to 20 years ago, or even before that, you know, I forget that I'm fucking 30 now. Compared to like 25 years ago, you know, it was so much different. It was so much fucking different. And I even confirmed that with my dad the other day, because 25 years ago I would have been 5 years old. So it's like, what frame of reference does he have? Well, my dad was not 5 years old. He was quite a bit older, and he remembers how much safer, how much nicer it was, you know. And an HOA, while yes, it can sometimes open up the gates for a fucking dumb fucking asshole who has control freak issues. It can open up the door for somebody like that to walk in. The trade-off is that you don't have to deal with drug dealers in your neighborhood bringing the property values down, and worse, because that seems to be the only thing boomers care about is property values, but even worse, bringing crime into the area, you know. It's just fucking crazy. And I truly, truly believe that those are psyops that were put out by somebody. Who? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm not even saying it was like glowy type shit. Maybe there's some kind of you said money trail that goes back to that. I don't know, right? But I really believe that those came about at the time they did for that specific reason, you know. And a lot of them are part of that whole like, aha, I'm not a lame white boy. I season my chicken. I'm not a lame white boy. I season my chicken. It's cool. Black people think I'm cool. Black people think I'm cool. Black people think I'm cool. I'm not one of those lame white boys. Black people think I'm cool. They tell me I'm cool all the time. I asked them for an N-word pass and they tried to punch me in the head, but they still think I'm cool. I season my chicken. Like that's what it is. I shit you not, you know? Um it taps into that little thing, that little like ultimate psyop, if you want to call it that, that was placed in white people of the Gen X and the millennial generations, where like we have this thing that was pre-programmed into us that makes us believe white people are uncool, black people are cool, and therefore if you're a white guy, the best thing you can do is try and get people to think you're you know, black people specifically to think you're cool, because the last thing you want to be is a lame white boy. Yo, black people think I'm cool. You know, it's so fucking stupid. You know, when I listen to rap in public, I make sure my phone brightness is all the way up and visibly playing rap. All the black guys think I'm cool. Exactly. When I'm sitting here with my phone like that, the brightness is making me go blind. And when I notice a black guy sits down next to me, I do that, and I start rapping along a little bit. You know, ask Beavis, I get nothing but head. Ha, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, black people think I'm cool. Fucking but like that is a real thing that was implanted in Gen X, and it really hit a crescendo. It really, really hit a crescendo with the millennial generation. And that's part of the reason why Twitter speak is the way that it is a lot of the time, where like people from New York are saying y'all now. Um, is because the millennial generation, specifically like the late millennials, right? But the millennial generation in general, they were taught to believe that black people are just cool. They're just cool because they are. And you're lame because you're white, because white people are lame, and that just is what it is. And one of the best things, one of the highest pursuits that you as a white boy can have is to make black people think you're cool. And because of that, you don't want, HOAs, totally uncool, bro. Black people don't think those are cool, so I don't think they're cool. And black people think I'm cool. Black people think I'm cool. I'm cool because black people think I'm cool. Like that's that's quite literally like a piece of the millennial psyche. It's part of the millennial disease. I made a video on this for my YouTube members and my Patreon, you know, shill alert, I guess. Talking about it. It's the millennial disease, and you can see tons and tons of videos, tons and tons of movies, and even music and other stuff like that. Um, that are from like the 90s into the mid 2000s, where it's like, you know, there's white guys who are trying to be black and they're lame and they get shitted on, you know. um um the black dude goes to the all white school and he's a fish out of water, and someone ends up calling him some kind of racial slur, but it's okay because he ends up getting a white girlfriend. Or the inverse of that movie, which it's never the white guy goes to the all black school and gets a black girlfriend, because that's not part of the psyop, right? It's always white girl is forced to go to an all black school, and maybe she gets bullied by some of the mean girl black girls, but overall she pretty much gets left alone, and she gets a nice chocolate boyfriend from that school, you know. Like I've seen movies like that. I've seen fucking music where it's like, aha, white people not cool, and it's like, fucking hey, dude, you know. It's the dumbest shit. Can anyone clip Scott doing this? Black people think I'm cool. Nah, go back. That was a bad one. If you're gonna clip one, that was a bad one. If anyone's gonna clip any of those, you got to clip one of the ones that I did before because those were natural. Those were natural. You know. Hold on one sec. I got to get water, and that reminded me. I have this water right here. This is river water from the Rappahannock River. I explained this on on um Friday, I believe. I talked about this on Friday. This is water from the Rappahannock River. I got this because I went to Fredericksburg where my ancestor was wounded in the Battle of Fredericksburg, specifically the street fighting at Fredericksburg. So he had to cross this river in a pontoon boat to clear the town of Fredericksburg with the rest of the 20th Massachusetts, and it was really cool getting there. It was really crazy because like the town itself, historic Fredericksburg, real small. You expect it to be bigger than it was, but no, like it really is crazy thinking about how like close that fighting probably was, you know. But yeah, I got this. I'm waiting to get some vials from Amazon that I'm gonna pour this in so I can give it to my dad and my uncle. Um, there's souls in there, of course, you know. Evil Fandango, don't reproduce, consume product, and specifically consume product that makes black people think you're cool, you know. Anywho, so my plan today, all right. We got started with the Oblivion 45 minutes in instead of the usual hour. Oh, damn it. I completely forgot. My game crashed. I completed this quest last week and then I completed another quest after and my game crashed. Damn. So, hold on. Man. All that black people thinking I'm cool made me really thirsty. You know, I'm parched. All right. So yeah, I forget. Blink. I'm supposed to hit her with something. I forget what. Um, she'll be hosting a dinner party tomorrow. Stark Reality. I have to cast the spell of Stark Reality on her. Stark Reality. Yes.
Evening.
Hey. Did I get him? I've succeeded in casting the Stark Reality spell on the Countess of Leowin and her company. I should return to the Shrine of Sanguine. Nope. Yo, everyone's trying to fight me? Uh-oh.
Well now.
I think they were all ganging up on my boy there. I had a Dark Brotherhood murderer.
Hope you.
I have to go to jail? Oh, of course I have to go to jail. Fucking. Damn. Yeah. There's nothing I can do other than serve my time, which means my shit's gonna go down. Sithis is Talos, Akatosh is a transsexual dragon. That's what I understand it to be as well. Oh, this fucking asshole. Whatever, I'll kill him later. What I gotta do right now, first off, I gotta ditch the gotta go ahead and ditch that. Why do I have the Ring of Viper Eye still here though? Hold on. Molag Ball. You see, I'm pretty sure the other quest that I did was another you know, another Daedric Shrine quest.
A rousing success, mortal. And it appears you joined in the festivities as well. Good for you. You need to lighten up a bit. You'll find your equipment in that chest over there. And here's a little something for your efforts. Maybe we'll celebrate again sometime.
Alright, Sanguine was pleased with my efforts. He has given me the Sanguine Rose as a reward. I may retrieve my belongings in the nearby chest. Alright. Yeah, no, the murderer is gone. He would have been with me by now. Holy shit. Relax, guys. I played this game so much when it came out. I was in a motorcycle accident and was literally just playing the game and slamming Vicodins and smoking dank. Memories, dude. Those are some of the best memories, is when like you're laid up and you have nothing to do, so you can just like guilt-free play tons of video games. Like me, I was out of work for 7 months, right? And 4 of them were because I elected not to work because my work slows down in the summer. And because my work slows down in the summer, they give us the option as to whether or not we want to take the time off, you know? Sorry, I gotta throw all my shit back on. Black band, I believe I was wearing that. Yes, I suppose. So, like, over the summer was nice because, like, I had time off. Right? But it wasn't like time off. I still had to do shit. I still had to coach classes. I was still trying to figure out what I was going to do to get certain things off the ground with personal training. And I was wondering what was going on with Fish Tank, you know, and all that other shit. So, like, it was a busy summer. And then when I got back to work, I was out for another 4 months because of my issue with my shoulder and my neck. And like, I was out, but it's not the same as like, oh, I literally can't do anything, you know? Sorry. I'm trying to remember what I guess I'll do that. Yeah, but bottom line though is like there's something, as much as it sucks to have like a broken leg, there's something about like, oh, I can't do anything, I have a broken leg. Fuck it, guess I'm just going to play video games for 6 hours. You know? Oh, I can't do anything because I'm sick. You know what? Fuck it, movie marathon, you know? There's something like, those are some of the best memories that you'll have as like a kid and even an adult. You know, it's just like, oh damn, even if I wanted to do something I couldn't, I guess there's nothing to do but just hang out, you know? That's nice. You know, it's nice as fuck. Man, you know, like before I moved here, we were looking at a house to rent. And I was excited because, like, as Reddit as it is to be like, I feel like a teenager again, I just wanted to have like a night or two where like it was summer. I could leave a window open, hear the crickets, you know, and just order a pizza and like a Mountain Dew and shit like that, and just munch on the fucking pizza and drink mad Mountain Dew and play some of this shit. Like, literally, like, I was sitting there at work, nothing better to do, thinking, like, man, I hope they let us move into that house. I hope they rent that house to us, because I can't fucking wait, you know? Nobody living above or below me, you know? Nobody connected to the side of me. Oh, dude, this is going to be so great, man. You know? Like, that would have been sick, you know? LOL, imagine having a 3-year gap on your resume with a tilde next to it and the word gooning as the sole description of what you did during that time. Dude, of course. They'd get it right away. They'd be like, I see. Gotcha. Moving on. I forget what I was using. I I was gonna sell tons of this. Maybe it was base Ring of Feather. I feel like it might have been base Ring of Feather. Gonna beat the hell out of these guys. Oink. Oh, yes. All right. I believe there was a shrine. Yes. Yes. Azura's Shrine. Azura's Shrine is where I went to next. I'm going to do Azura's Shrine, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the, whatever it's called. Oh, we're good to go. I'm going to do Azura's Shrine quest, and then I'm going to hit the Thieves Guild, you know? My buddy used to work at a Domino's at ISU, and he'd let me chill on deliveries and smoke and drink, eat free pizza while we jammed tunes. Hell yeah, dude. Like every I never had this, right? I never had this. I had some, oh damn. I never had this personally, right? And I'm really jealous of my brother. I'm so jealous of my brother for this. I'm gonna pause this because I want to remember. I worked at a convenience store for a year after high school, and that was like chill because I'd show up high, and we had this thing called an eat sheet, right? And the idea of an eat sheet was that you didn't have to pay out of pocket for things in the store. You could get like chips and a drink, or like, you know, one of those sandwiches that they have at convenience stores and things like that. And you could eat it and you write it down, and then it'll be taken out of your next paycheck, right? So it's not like you're getting it for free, but you know, you don't have to pay for it right then. So that's kind of cool. You know, I'd show up, specifically when it was the night shift that I would be working. I'd be like, you know, I'd go out into the blind spot. I'd smoke a blunt sometime, usually to the face. You know, I was at that point by that time. I was smoking blunts to the face when I would smoke, which was a lot. But and I'd go back in and I'd put mad shit on my eat sheet. I like half of my paycheck would be going towards eat sheet shit. And then also, you know, maybe you take something, you forget to put it down on the eat sheet. Oops, whoops, oopsies, whoopsies, oops, you know. But like the Domino's trips sound cool. Republican Army. No, but like that was my, like, I'm still kind of a teenager, still kind of a kid, but I'm working now and I'm not taking it seriously thing, you know? And that was nice. But my brother worked at a Papa John's, and they were selling weed out the back. It was Papa John's was Papa Drugs, you know, because the manager of the store was like a not like a big time drug dealer, but he was, you know, he was selling perks, he was selling weed, he was selling coke, like everything, you know. And because of that, he didn't give a fuck that my brother was like not doing anything, you know. Like one day they just decided to make a giant pizza. They made like a pizza that size because it's not just my brother, it's my brother and all of his friends from school. Like they're sitting there in between orders. They're just fucking playing frisbee in the parking lot. You know, they step out in the back. They smoke blunts. We're sitting here. Where I literally called them up one day and I'm like, "Yo, I'll trade you guys." Like, and they did this with a bunch of different people. You know, we were like, "Yo, we'll trade you fucking pizza for you know, whatever chips and drinks you want." We would make trades and shit like that. Like. That is in my opinion a core experience of being a teenager, is having a job that you slack off at when you're like 16, 17, and just like doing fucking stupid shit. I feel like that's a core experience that everybody needs to have, you know? And it's one of those experiences that if you ask somebody, they're going to be like, "No, you shouldn't do that." But it's kind of the same thing as when people tell you not to fight bullies. It's like, "No, you shouldn't do that." But really, one of the best things you could do is fight a fucking bully, if we're being honest here. I'm not telling anyone to do that, of course. I'm just saying, like, you know, practical knowledge versus what someone is supposed to say in a situation. And I'm so jealous of my brother because me sitting there at the convenience store, it was just me. I might have some people visit me from time to time, but it was just me, you know? And I couldn't make pizzas, you know? So like it was fun. My brother would be on his shift, and I'd walk over there. Whether usually I'd be off my shift. I wouldn't just leave my shift and go, but I'd walk over there and like we'd be hanging out, smoking butts, or like just like doing whatever. They'd give me like a free like cookie pizza thing. That was so fucking chill, dude. That was so awesome. And obviously that's not sustainable. A good friend of mine, someone who I basically grew up with, we were all hanging out with them one day. I was in my early 20s, my brother was in his late teens at the time, and this dude who's a couple years older than me, he was like 24 or 25 at the time. And he was like, "Yeah, once you hit 24, you got to stop having fun at work." And obviously that doesn't mean you got to hate work, but like when he says you got to stop having fun, that means like no more frisbee parking lot, no more oh dude, we're gonna get high out back, bro. Dude, we're gonna get high out back and then we're gonna make a big ass pizza, dude. Let's fucking do it, man. No more of that, no more forgetting to put shit on your eat sheet, and going into the blind spot to face a blunt while there's somebody out there like wondering why they can't go in to get their lotto tickets. It says back in 5, I'm gone for 20, Man, en route to Amherst right now because no Taco Bell near me in New York. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. Anyway. I'm gonna shut up and get back to it in a second, but like as someone who very much was always like a rule follower and things like that, not to the point where I was a complete dweeb, but I got a little bit dweeby with it sometimes. I always thought that I was doing the right thing. The right thing was to break the rules as often as I could without crossing that line of like, oh, I'm fucking robbing an old lady or like hurting somebody and things like that, Being rambunctious is definitely a huge piece of being like a young boy who's growing up into a man. And it's better to have that tenacity. It's better to have that aggression and have that natural urge to want to break the rules and then learn to control it so that you're able to fit in whatever box you got to fit into than not having it and having to expand, because it's like cutting a piece of wood. If you had to cut a piece of wood wrong, you would rather cut it short or cut it long than cut it short because you can always take more off. You can't add more on. And that's kind of one of the things that I realized. And I had to grow to fit into the box. And I'm a lot better off now than I used to be. But there was a time where I was a little bit too much of a rule follower. And there were a lot of things that happened that didn't happen to other people who weren't rule followers. And if I wasn't such a rule follower, I wouldn't have gotten fucked over, It's literally it's an important piece of being a young man. It's an important piece of being a teenager who's growing up into a young man is having that ability to be like, no, it's cool. I'm gonna throw the paper plane in class. Because you might get in trouble with your teacher, but you know what? At the very least, you're willing to go too far. Because if you're never willing to go too far, you're never going to go far enough. And it's better for you to know where the line is and have to scale back than to know where the line is and have to scale up. If that makes sense what I'm trying to say, So yeah, there's that. Bottom line, I'm not going to tell my kids to be well behaved, It's not that I'm not going to tell them to be well behaved, actually. It's more that I'm going to make sure they understand what well behaved means, Well behaved doesn't mean humorless and like borderline autistic. It just means you're not going to start fucking like taking people's lunch money or other bullshit like that, Live a little. Fucking live a little, cause like Like don't I talk about this every now and again, baby? How like I feel that my life was made a lot harder because I tried my best to not be a rule breaker and I tried my best to be well behaved. And because of that, like it put me in a situation where for one thing, I didn't go far enough when I needed to go far enough, but then in addition to that, it allowed me to get walked over, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I want to tell our kids like not to be troublemakers, but also like I want them to understand that like just because they throw a fucking paper plane in class, it doesn't mean they're going to prison, you know? And like, I don't care that some fucking like idiot teacher is having a slightly harder day because he decided to make a joke and everybody laughed at it, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's part of being a likable guy in the first place, you know? And I said it to them a second ago, like if you're not willing to go too far, you're never going to go far enough. And it's a situation where it's a situation where like I want our kids to have to scale their shit back as opposed to have to grow into whatever they're supposed to be, you know? Because it's easier to scale that shit back than it is to try and grow into it, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want to.
Yeah, you know? Fucking there's no sense in not having them like if we don't get a call from the school at least once, like he's messing around too much, and I have to be like, well, I'll talk to him, but don't ever fucking call me again, fucking creep. Like, if I don't have to have that conversation at least once with like a teacher, I'm gonna assume that we did something wrong. You know, if I don't have to show up to a school and be like, shut the fuck up, principal dickhead. If I don't have to have that conversation with a teacher at least once, preferably more, I'm gonna assume we fucked up somewhere. You know? Fucking
Yeah.
I wanna have to go in there and be like, alright, well, you'll be hearing from my lawyer. You know, and then like we hire a dude for like $200 to fucking send a fucking letter saying, hey, you better knock it off. Because that's all you need with a school. That's all you need with a school. They're so afraid of lawsuits. If you hire a lawyer for like, if you toss a lawyer $200, he'll write like a half of a page for you, and you'll be able to send that to a fucking school, and the school will be like, oh fuck, he really did get a lawyer. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, all right, okay. Kill the other kid. We have to kill the other kid. The other kid that was starting with Scott's son, we have to murder that kid right now. We cannot afford a lawsuit. Like that's all you need, you know? It's fucking crazy. How you doing today, Scott? Doing all right. Doing all right on Unlocking Paradoxes. I'm here, so you know I'm doing okay. What's this fucking loser doing? Do you wish to offer glow dust to the altar of Azura?
I have seen your name, traveler, and heard it whispered in twilight. I ask a service which holds promise of fame and reward. Many years ago, 5 followers slew the vampire Dratic and its kin, but all were infected by the foul creature. Knowing their fate, they sealed themselves up in the vampire's lair.
Happy to see you too, Unlocking Paradoxes. Has it been a while? I don't know. I don't know if it's been a while or not.
Travel to the gutted mind. The door will open to you. Bring the piece of death to my followers, and you shall earn my gratitude.
When Azura was summoned, she told me that the tale of her followers who trapped themselves in the gutted mind, or she told me the tale of her followers who trapped themselves in the gutted mind. She wishes me to find them and kill them, releasing them from their vampiric existence. Azura will unseal the mind, so I may enter. I'm literally a vampire. I am melting in the sun. You can see. Bitch. Punched him right in the dick. You can see my health bar going down. I'm also just realizing my, That's weird. It's, my Oblivion is not, covering the whole thing. I'm just now realizing that. Ah, well, what you gonna do? That's a pretty cool sight. I'm gonna beat the hell out of these guys with my fists, with my claws. I'm gonna do the claw dance on their asses. But yes, potion of healing, potion of healing. You know, they could just be knocked out. I gotta make sure I finish the job, you know? I gotta make sure I finish the job. I have that song by Tones and I stuck in my head. I don't know where that came from. That song that goes Dance Monkey. It's not a bad song, you know. It is a weird one though, for sure. There's two of them, so I gotta be. Oh, that's cool. One of them's fucking boxing me anyway. Got him. I just love knocking their heads to one side and then the other. Just seeing the. Oh shit! My hand skill increased beating on the corpse. That's pretty funny. Oh man. Yeah, you see now I'm all nostalgic. I think that's why oh damn. Oh fuck, that thing really fucked me up. Oh dude, what the hell? Wow, yeah, that thing is damn. Scott, have you ever played Fortnite, like the actual game, building zombie defense? Nah, I haven't. Fuck, did I? Alright, cool. Yeah, nah, I've never played Fortnite. Of any kind, for that matter. What was I gonna say? Hey, Sensei Scott, hope you're doing well. Chill stream, but I gotta go to bed, unfortunately. Loved your collab on Fish Tank. Hey, thanks for being here, Horvath Daniel. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. You have a good night now. But yeah, I was saying, like, I'm feeling real nostalgic now, and I think that's why that Tones and I song ran in my head, because, like, that song is old now. Like, I never knew about it in the first place. It just came on in this place that I was working at.
Come to me, sweet flesh. My fun crawl more fierce than you.
Damn, this dude's fucking me up, kind of. Oh damn, I might have to pull out a weapon. This dude's too much. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to pull out a weapon. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do it. Damn, my luck has been damaged. Got him. Anyway, yeah, that song used to come on in this place that I worked at. It was a what was it? Oh, there we go. It was a grocery store, you know. And I just think back to those times, and it was nice. It was nice. There we go. You know, I miss the times fucking around. Am I headed the right direction? I have a feeling I might not be. Nope, I am not. Crazy how fast I'm able to move now. Alright. Oh. There we go. Oh, damn. Scott, you ever work as a dishwasher or a fry chef? My first job was at a Wendy's. That's the closest thing to either of those that I've ever worked. Oh fuck. I did fries at Wendy's, you know. Wait a second, I can fast travel. It's not that far, but I'll fast travel anyway, save myself the time.
Thank you, mortal. Their spirits are free, and henceforth above my shrine, 5 bright candles shall burn forever in memory of their sacrifice. For your service, take this token, that your deeds might be entered in the Book of Fate.
Azura thanked me for allowing her followers the peace of death. She rewarded me with Azura's star. Alright. Oh yeah, Azura's star is a soul gem that I can use over and over again. I remember that. Let's save, just because fucking one of the saves, specifically the autosave that I had was fucked up the last time because the game crashed. Breaks my heart of Lorcan. Oh boy. Bush boy dishes front of house manager, line cook, sous chef, expo, prep. I done everything except baking. Baking seems fun. Whoosh. That's just fun to do from time to time. Alright. So, it's about time we head to the waterfront. What's going on, Cavalog? How you doing, man? I'm about to do the Thieves Guild. Sweet.
I see. I really don't have time.
Oh, dude, damn it.
Ah, yes. Another scoundrel who served time in an imperial jail.
Oh,
Gray
good.
Fox is offering you a chance to join the Thieves Guild. Everyone is here. Let's begin. Each of you is seeking membership in the Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild is not a myth. We are followers of the Gray Fox, and
Where are you guys going?
merely by
Where the fuck are they going? This is Amuse, right? What the dude? What the fuck? What?
That's not fair.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. I'm gonna give it a second or two so I can, like, you know. Hopefully I'll be able to move around in a second, but I literally it's doing that thing where all you can do is look around. Amazon, the biggest thieves guild, exactly. You know? That's why you have to Karen out. You can't be honest with them, and you gotta like complain. Because like you gotta oh, there it is. You gotta think about it sometimes, you know? Like who loses if I was to keep that treadmill that I was talking about, right? Me, the guy who doesn't make hundreds of thousands or even millions and potentially even billions a year. You know, I guarantee you Amazon makes billions a year. The third party seller that sold me that treadmill through Amazon as a platform, they probably make hundreds of thousands, if not millions per year in sales. So it's no skin off their nose. They're just being assholes about it. Me, the guy who works for a living, I'm the one who gets fucked if I don't Karen out about it. So why wouldn't I Karen out? You know, that'd be so stupid. Anyway, I spoke with Armand Christoph, who is a member of the Thieves Guild. He offered me a chance to join the guild, but I have to compete against 2 other thieves, Methridel, Methhead, and Amuse. Whichever one of us steals Amantius Electus's diary first will be inducted into the Thieves Guild. It's somewhere in the Imperial City. He told me that the beggars might be able to tell me where to find him.
Maybe he lives in
Wake the fuck up!
Gardens District.
Figure I'll feed off him.
It's been too long since I've seen a good brawl.
Please be generous, kind sir.
Holy shit, dude. Chill out. Chill the fuck out. You know, it's funny, on what you guys are seeing, his head is longer. What I'm seeing, his head is wider. And it's because of the aspect ratio differences. It's funny to see that little thing. The numbers, Mason.
Have you heard? Adamus Philida has been killed, murdered by the Dark Brotherhood.
Yep, that's me.
Thank you, kind sir.
Thank you, kind sir.
Blessings of Arcade upon you.
Yeah, this dude.
Please be generous. Have you... Don't.
Blessings of Standar upon you. What's going on with you?
How can I help you?
She actually doesn't look that bad. I don't know where these guys went. Oh damn. Oh damn. I'm just gonna follow her and I'm gonna break in before she can. And Muse,
Maybe he lives in the Elven Gardens District.
where is she going?
You have my ears.
I'm just following her. Oh. Yes, thank you. I've beaten Methridel and Amuse to Amantius Electus Diary. Now to get back to Armand at Daraloth's Garden by midnight. Okay. You fucking idiot. You big dummy, you led me right to it.
Thief! You stole that diary from me. Now I have to wait to get into the guild.
For you. What's going on, holy clown fuckerus? Couch had an SCP vibe, alright. It was a bad purchase on my behalf, to be honest. Oh boy. Buyer's remorse. Scott of Nico.
Come back. Have
Ooh.
you reconsidered?
Who are you? Who are you? What? Scott of Nico comes in, show him the hello fellow cool black dude dance. Oh boy. No, because then it wouldn't be as good.
Normally, I wouldn't approach a total stranger like this, but Gillen seemed so insistent. Please forgive my audacity.
Who the hell is this?
Thank you. Gillen always tends to exaggerate, but
Who
he
are
recently
these fucking people?
sounded earnest, which worries me a bit. He said to tell you that the matter he needs help with is of the utmost importance to the citizens of the Imperial City. You're to meet him at Seradur's house, which is located in the Temple District. He said all will be explained when you get there. That's all he told me to say.
All
Thank
right.
you. I'm sure he'll be pleased.
Okay.
I must go now. Good day to you.
Yo, what's going on, Nico? How's it going, man? Aperture is indeed Indian, I promised, but I can't keep up the lies no more. Ah, poor Aperture.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place. Bye. I'm never too busy for a good talk.
Where's Armand? Really? Really now? Oh boy. So I have to wait until oh. Okay. So 12 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So 12 plus 7 is 19. When I see Turbo, I don't even think of her anymore. I just think of Nico. Oh boy. Yeah, I wonder what Turbo is up to, you know? Turbo has like the prettiest eyes ever. It's like insane how nice her eyes are. Like I like a girl with nice eyes, you know? It's like crazy how nice her eyes are though. Oh man. You dream of long days spent basking in the sunlight of your native lands. You feel the warmth and the heat and feel your body become refreshed. Then you awaken, knowing it was but a dream. And yes, in 4 seconds, basically, he should be rounding that corner. There he is. I'm just jumping on people's houses. Like, haha. Should I try and collab with Turbo? Do you think she would even know who I am? Should I like hit her up and be like, "Yo, you want to stream one day?" I was supposed to stream with Binks and that kind of fell through, not because of anything like in particular. It's just like, what reason does she have to be like, "Oh, I want to stream with Scott. I'll keep on hitting him up." And me, I told her I want to stream with her. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally down." And then I didn't keep up with that, you know. I'm sure if I hit Binks up, I'd, you know, like it'd work out. We'd stream together, you know. She seems chill like that, but you know, I just that's kind of what I was talking about with my streams being disjointed and shit like that. Like I'm all fucked up, and because of that, I can't plan things that I typically would plan in the past, you know. Fucking idiot.
Yes, you might do.
She'd be perfect for one of your game shows, Scott. I don't know. Maybe I should. Bert plus Turbo equals Burbo. That's exactly what it is. I tried to get her on an interview with Bert. She's hard to get a hold of, though. Really? Really? You sure? Well, I mean, you know, why would you not be sure of that? But like, I figured she'd be like down. I figured she'd be easy to get a hold of because like, yeah, I know she was like kind of buddy with some like big kick streamer chicks and stuff like that, but like I thought she was trying to get away from them because like they're all porn stars and they kind of like pushed her into the porn thing, you know, which is unfortunate for her because like she, you know, like I said, really pretty girl in my opinion, and then on top of that, she seems to have like a fun personality, you know, like a chill personality. You know, so that is unfortunate for her. So it's like it's one of those situations where it's like just a minx, where it's like I would have expected her to be kind of accessible, you know. I don't know though. She's like the Quidditch snitch. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Scott, you should do another fish tank feud with freeloaders and a little more production value. Maybe involve Greg. That might not be a bad idea. That might not be a bad idea. I should plan something like that for sure. You know, season 3 contestants and freeloaders and other shit like that. You know, freeloaders versus season 3. Get freeloaders from each season. You know, maybe that'd be good. Maybe that'd be good, you know? Didn't I
Get out of here.
get out of here?
Heath.
I have the diary.
Are you confused?
No. I literally have the diary.
Now get out of here.
Did it say before midnight or Oh no. I've beaten Metherdel and Amuse to Amantius Electus' diary. Now to get back to Armand at Daralos Garden by midnight. It is a little bit past midnight.
Are you confused?
Maybe I can,
Get out of here.
maybe I need to wait. We'll go 20. But the thing is, he only showed up at midnight. He only showed up at midnight. So, like, how am I going to talk to this guy? Anything with Greg is a +10 in production. Oh, yeah, for sure. You know? I still find it hilarious when he told you, when Jimmy told you he did MMA for 11 years. Yeah. I didn't, like, go at him, but as soon as he started talking about, like, oh, that's very good, you're hitting the nerve. What? Huh? What? Oh, fuck, I died. I died because I'm a vampire now.
Are you confused?
Alright, you know what I need to do?
Now get out.
I need to look up the console command to bring me to the next part. Which one was this? May the best thief win. 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 The best thief win. Oblivion. Oblivion. Yeah, this is it right here. But yeah, I called him out. I didn't like call him out on that, but I kind of went at him a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, how would you know that? How would you know he was doing a good job? And he's like, oh well, I've done MMA for 12 years. It's funny too because this year makes 12 years of MMA for me. I have 12 years of MMA now. Yeah, you know, Jimmy's a cool guy though. Jimmy's a cool guy. I love Jimmy. Hope he's doing all right. Oh boy, I'm having a hard time finding the unofficial Elder Scrolls thing. Scrolls wiki or some shit like that. I don't even know what it is. Ah, yes. Yes. Sorry. You see, it's because I skipped over talking to the. I want to see what happens if I try and talk to this guy because I was supposed to speak to him. I was supposed to speak to him and figure out where the dude's from. You know? All right. I'm gonna kill this guy later.
Are you confused?
No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm good to go.
Thief!
Fucking assholes, dude. Alright, I'm gonna have to use console commands because I don't know what else to do. Sorry. Okay. Hopefully I can...
Are you confused?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Get out of here.
Really? Really? Are you kidding me? Alright, whatever. I gotta do it again. I'm just gonna go fucking 90. I'm gonna go all the way to 90, you know? Armand Kristoff has granted me a membership into the Thieves Guild. Amice is threatening to become a freelance thief. Armand has given me the rules of the guild.
Ah, our newest pickpocket.
Jeez, that shit's ridiculous, you know? You hate whoever taught Bert what word? What word? I'm confused. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
You need more experience before I can use you on a commission job. Ungar tells me that you haven't turned in much. When you've contributed enough to the guild coffers by selling stolen items to Ungar, I might have something for you. Come back then.
Titillating, interesting, problematic. Really, is it all? Oh, geez, problematic. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Fucking Bert talking like one of those people. I know you already told me in Fish Tank chat I'm Spawn, yo, but everything negotiable. This is America. What are you talking about, random analysis? Oh, you thought the stream dropped? Oh, that's weird. Alright, so I gotta steal shit.
Yes? Shadow hide you.
I'm just gonna walk into the first house that I see in the Elven Gardens and just pilfer. Just fucking pilfer. Ongar is in there. Okay, so yep. Methrel's feet, says Jenkum Alchemist. Oh boy.
Speak.
Shut up. Bitch. Oh, damn it. Alright, so we're now officially part of the Thieves Guild. Time to steal everything that ain't nailed down. This guy ain't got shit in his house. I want to steal stuff that's gonna, like, be easy for me to take. To make money off of, I mean. Well, yeah, you know, stuff that's easy for me to take, too, but... Eat the rich. That. Oop. Take that. Ah, yeah, here we are. Got that jewelry. And there's only 3 gold. Absorb health, I guess I'll take that. Serenity, I guess I'll take that. Magic from the sky. I broke into a spellcaster's house, so there's no weapons in here. Jeez, this dude's got everything in his house locked down like it's nothing. Yes. Oh, damn. Damn. Over encumbered, of course. Fuck, man. He didn't take the diary from me because I had to use console commands. Luckily, there's no weight to it, but it's like, I hate having to see that shit. Sanguine Rose. Shadow Hunt. Yeah, so you know what? I had a couple of bows. Yeah, I'll drop the Bow of Scorching. And then I need 18 more. Wow, I don't need a silver longsword like that. Wait a second. Isn't that thing fucking stolen though? Didn't I steal that? The Wabbajack. Wait, so are those things even stolen then? No, these things aren't even considered stolen. So in that case, let's fucking drop them. Well, not king. Christ is king. Yes, sir. I still maintain the theory that each season is designed to find the ideal MDE-aligned underdog to assemble an Avengers-like team for world peace. That's an interesting little theory there. I gotta steal shit from shops is what I gotta do. I'll steal from the jewelry guy because his shit's gonna be easy to, I'm gonna be able to like take more shit for more money. Alright, take that. You can see shit inside there that you're not actually able to steal. Take that and that. Bert needs to fire us all and make Scott his only mod. Oh boy. Why are you Bert's mod, Nico? Are you Bert's mod? Oh, you can't, huh? Interesting. Interesting. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Take that, take that, take that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Another key. A lectern. I'm a cat burglar. You just see me just low trotting down the middle of the road at night. I'm just like, hello. No, I didn't take shit from nobody. What are you talking about? Oh, you're his YouTube editor? Oh, that's pretty crazy. Good for you, Nico.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
Shut up, loser. Get a job. I'm Majok's top guy. He won't admit it, but he's in love with me. That's what I tell people about Jet and Ben. I should have fed on him.
I see you are with the Gray Fox. Do you need a fence? You got some hot property.
Yes.
Let's see. An excellent. You drive. I think. You drive a hard.
You drive a hard
You've made a good bit of gold.
Just want to see if there's anything else that I've stolen. Whoop. I just sold him a disembodied head. Alright, yeah, nothing too crazy. Alright.
I'm glad.
I gotta steal more shit now. Oh, no, I don't need to. I've reached my goal. I've fenced over 50 gold worth of goods. I should see Armand sometime. He might have something for me. And I need to get the hell back in here. Put all the primary and secondary audience chosen winners together, and you get an MTV version of a cast from a Cartoon Network show. Oh boy. Time is it here? It's 8:44 p.m. I need to find somebody to feed on. Is what I need to do. Whoosh. Raynil Drayless. Ah, yes.
Go ahead, please. Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Raynil slew him. Kinda strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such a likable fellow.
Let's go ahead and talk to this Raynil real quick. I've discovered that Braden Lyrian, a resident here in Bruma, was actually a vampire. He was slain by a vampire hunter who has appeared in town named Raynil Drayless. However, the circumstances of this incident sound sketchy at best. I should make my way to the crime scene at Braden's house to investigate. He was drinking with Majok earlier. Yeah. Oh.
It's all over, lawbreaker. Okay.
Okay. So I guess I'll just
You need me. Good evening.
Fucking yeah. Luke is I saw Luke at the season 2 house. There was a fucking leak in the basement, and him and Majok were trying to fix it. I have a feeling they probably live there. You know, it makes the most sense. But yeah, no, I guess Luke is up in this area. You know, he's in New England. I'm very disconnected from everything. You know, and I kind of do that for a reason, you know, because I got shit that I got to do. I can't always be running down to Providence or other places, you know. So I have no clue what the inner workings of what's going on over there are. You know, I just show up when they need me. Oh, excuse me.
Halt!
Somebody just yelled halt. Braden Lyrian?
Excuse me.
Please leave me be.
Erlene Lyrian?
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Raynal Draelus, will be allowed access.
A brotherhood betrayed.
The culprit in this crime has already been dealt with. It's just a matter of wrapping up the details. I'd tell you more, but frankly, I don't know who you are, so I'm not sure that I can trust you with that sort of information.
With that sort of information. Well, in that case,
All right. Goodness, what can I say? I wish I... Get a... Oh, please. You're wet. Goodness, what can I say? What a... You should be ashamed. That will... You're good. I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian...
I look like Cryo when I tilt my head back. Oh boy.
If it wasn't for Raynal Draelus...
Wish we got Scott in season 3, man. Hey, man, I wish I was in season 3, you know? Things happen. Shit changes, you know? And, it is what it is, you know?
The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Raynal arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you, so you can see we really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer.
All right.
As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense. I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living.
The whole famous house ruse was insane. I was glued to my screen the entire time. Oh yeah, you know? And that's the most disappointing piece of it to me is that like I didn't get to be a part of the famous house thing. You know, I made a character specifically because I didn't want to go in there flat-footed like I did with season 2, you know. I've said it before, 2.5 was a learning experience for me where like I kind of got to see how someone like Xavier does it, even like Sam and stuff like that. I kind of got a feel for what it is to create a character and roll with it and things like that and like improv. 2.5, and then Bitch Tank was another thing where I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna second guess anything, I'm just gonna go with whatever I feel like doing in the moment. And there were definitely things that I did that were like dumb, like I could have either did them differently or I shouldn't have done them at all, but like I still think it was a good thing for me overall because it was an exercise in just fucking going for it, you know. It's like I said earlier about going too far instead of not being able to go far enough. Like I kind of went too far in Bitch Tank in my opinion. And season 3 I was going to try and scale it back to fit in the box snugly, if it makes sense what I'm trying to say. And the character that I had in mind that I wrote a little bit of an outline for, that would have been like some of my best work yet. So it sucks that I wasn't able to go in there and play a character, but you know, it's like I said, it is what it is, you know. Would have been nice to be able to be Shane Burgos, you know.
Feel free to question anyone in town. They shouldn't give you too much trouble.
I can't believe this is happening. Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me.
Jeez. Bitch Tank sucked, and I vote that it is removed from the canon. Yeah. Like, I liked Bitch Tank. I think people are gonna appreciate it more and more as time goes on, and the mid-season content does not come. Because like, where is the mid-season content right now? It's not really anywhere to be found. I think in terms of mid-season content, Bitch Tank was like a good attempt, you know. And I think it was a learning experience for not just me, but for everybody, right? And you know, I think something like that has its place. It just has to be done a certain way. You know, but Bitch Tank was fun. I enjoyed Bitch Tank. You know, it was nice to meet Claire and Shoddy and Haley and you know, all those people. You know, I still like them. I bully Claire and Abby. You know, I'll DM them randomly just to talk shit because you know, fucking, I have a fun time doing that. But whoa, holy fuck, she giving me the fucking 3rd degree with that look. Damn. But you guys get what I'm saying. You know, you guys get what I'm saying. You know. It's early enough in Fish Tank history that they can try this shit though. Yeah, you know. Majok was in the garage. It was pretty good. Which garage? I don't know what the fuck Bitch Tank was. It had its moments, but overall, it's still like the fuck. Well, you see, the problem with Bitch Tank is that it was thrown together on like a week's notice tops, and because of that, like, we didn't have a direction that we could go in. When you have a season that is planned out, you at the very least have a general direction that you're kind of trying to go in. And sure, sometimes you're gonna get knocked off and you're gonna go in that direction. But you can either A, steer back onto the path that you were supposed to be on, or B, if you make the determination that that's actually a better direction to go in, or it's the only direction you can go in right now, then you just go in that direction, right? Bitch Tank was something where it was like you were suspended in a vat of like instant jello. Any move you made was just like you were just frozen, or not frozen, but any move you made was just like not going to put you in a direction. And if you were going to go in a direction, it was usually going to go in one that you didn't even want to in the first place, you know? I think that's kind of what happened with Bitch Tank. And, you know, because of that, it was definitely a darker, sort of weirder vibe all throughout, and it was different. It was definitely different and a little bit weird, you know. I think that's kind of what happened, and that's part of the reason I did some of the stuff that I did, is because I didn't know like what direction was being gone in. I had no clue what the fuck was going on. I was just going in there trying to make content, and you know, content one day was tackle a homeless dude and then like fucking walk into a bathroom with one of the contestants behind me and fucking giggle like schoolgirls while we ruffle our hair and shit like that and fucking leave, you know. And then the next day it was this, and then the next day it was that and the other thing and blah. You guys understand what I'm getting at, you know. It was definitely kind of like weird in that way, and because of that, it made it tough to know what to do sometimes, and it made me nervous as to where I was like, oh, like, am I in trouble now, or did I do something that I should not have done with this joke or that joke, or should I have done more of this or less of that, and all that other stuff, you know? There was a little bit of anxiety on my end by the time the end of Bitch Tank came around, where I was like, oh fuck, did I do good stuff? Did I do the right thing? You know? Because that, like I said, is something that kind of that hampered me in season two, where I was like, I didn't know where the line was. I was afraid to take chances and stuff like that because I didn't want to make a joke or do something that was gonna, like, you know, they were gonna be like, oh, that was dumb. I don't know if I want Scott around anymore. You know, like I was afraid of that kind of shit, if I'm being honest with you. And at the end of Bitch Tank, I was kind of like, oh man, that was such a crazy situation. I was just going with the flow of whatever was going on that day. And whatever joke I was trying to make or whatever, I was just going with the flow of it. Like, I hope I didn't burn a bridge or anything like that, just trying my best to make content for this thing, you know? I'm unfamiliar territory, kinda sorta. Oh yeah, Kato. Dude, Kato's so cool, man. I love Kato. Just a cool chick. I'm a little hungry, so I'm having one of these. These are like not that good. Like regular cakesters are a lot better. Look, sometimes let's just be honest. Sometimes corn syrup can be a little bit better than the real thing. I'm just being honest here. Just being honest here. I tried Mountain Dew Pitch Black from some Arabic country, I'm pretty sure it was, and it was not good compared to the Pitch Black that I had years ago when they introduced Mountain Dew Pitch Black here, you know. These not as good as regular Oreo cakesters. And I was hype on them because they're strawberry. I was like, "Ooh, strawberry. I'll bet strawberry cream inside that cakester is going to be real good, you know?" One thing they do with this is they fill it with air, right? The package, so that when you open it, the air escapes and it blows out aromatic scents, you know? I think that's kind of cool. And of course it's a strawberry scent. It's a strawberry scent, you know? You get a nice whiff of the strawberry. You can mm. Fuck, man. When you bite down on something with this consistency and your jaw hurts, the hinges start to hurt. It's like, oh fuck. Um, it very much always gave me that impression, and that's what I understood it as. I'm speaking critically now because it's definitely warranted, but to be in the room when that was decided would be crazy. Yeah, I mean, you know, look, like I'll be honest with you guys. Me being around for Bitch Tank was a courtesy. I didn't have to be around for Bitch Tank. I didn't have to be around for the cell. I wasn't explicitly asked like, "Hey man, would you stick around?" But what happened was one thing led to another, and I ended up there. And I knew that they were in a spot where it would be good for me to be able to go in there and cause a ruckus every now and again. And because I was off work, like I said, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll show up and I'll do my thing. Um, Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't show up uninvited because I was invited to be a part of the show Bitch Tank specifically. But what ended up happening was 2.5 ended, and I live in the area, so I wasn't spending the night there constantly. I wasn't hanging out with a ton of people all the time after we all went to, after we all went back to the house and shit like that. Truth be told, I was there mad late a lot of the time because I wasn't sure if they wanted to do anything crazy or anything like that, you know. And there were a few times where like there'd be like 4 or 5 of us in the woodshed just like, dude, you know what, we should do this, and we'd do it, you know. So like a lot of the time I'd be there till mad late, and then I'd go home, and then I'd wake up the next day and I'd go there, right? But the point that I'm trying to make is I didn't get to hang out with these people a lot, you know, and I'm very partial to them because they're people from seasons 1 and 2 that I've been around. And I ended up, after the show, I went back for a couple of days after, because like not everybody left like 10 minutes after the show ended. There were a lot of people who their flight wasn't going to be for a couple of days, so they were there for an extra day or two. So you know, I'd go and I'd hang out with them, and their flight would be like their Uber would come pick them up. I'd give them a hug, you know, maybe a kiss goodbye, you know, giving Brian a nice little smooch goodbye. I'd you know, I'd be like, yo, peace, man. It was good to see you again. I'm so happy, dude. If you're ever out here, hit me up. If I'm ever out there, I'll hit you up. Blah blah blah. Just that shit. And as this is going on, as people are kind of, you know, slowly funneling out, you know, they got to leave and stuff like that. That's when the cell was created, you know. So I'm just here doing my thing. For one thing, kind of helping them out with like cleanup and stuff like that too. Like I help them out with cleanup and stuff. But then in addition to that, I'm saying goodbye to all these people. They're setting up the cell, and people are just going in and out of there as time goes on, and they're kind of formulating stuff. So I'm here as a part of the cell. That kind of becomes its own thing. And then Bitch Tank becomes its own thing. And as they're setting up for Bitch Tank, they said, yo, we want you to be here as like a weirdo who's going to hit on the girls. And that's how I ended up in Bitch Tank, right? They didn't tell me they want me there 5 times a week. They didn't even tell me like, oh, could you show up on Tuesday and then Thursday? I was just like, yeah, sure, I could do that. I'll be back tomorrow. And then like the next day after that, I have to do this, so I'm not going to be here. But the day after that, I can be here, right? It was very much a situation where I was just like coming and going whenever I felt that I had the time for it. But overall, I was invited. You know, I forget exactly where I was going with that. Excuse me. Anyway. Excuse me. What I was trying to say is I was a part of Bitch Tank because they asked me to play a certain role, and I love Fish Tank, and I love Jet and Ben and Sam. And I wanted to try my best to make this fucking thing that they didn't even know what they were doing with it. They were just like, let's try this out. Let's just test it out. I was trying my best to make that thing into a content machine. And there were a lot of things that I did that helped with the content for that season, so that even though there were a lot of people who were like, I don't even want to bother with that, there was still a lot of crazy shit that came out, you know? So that's kind of the situation with Bitch Tank with me, is like they asked me if I would do the hit on the girls awkwardly thing, which I did, obviously. I did. But overall, I was there because I wanted to help them. You know, I wanted to help them with this thing that they were putting together, that they were like, hey man, let's just see where it goes. You know, that's what Bitch Tank was to me. And that's why I was there all the time. I don't know what that was with Letty coming into the room and giving me shit, you know, saying, is this the coolest thing you've ever been a part of? It's like, well, it's definitely up there. I don't know if it's the coolest, but it's definitely up there, you know? What's up?
Can I get AG's bird?
No. Yeah. What, are you making it right now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I was gonna hit you up and be like, hey, whenever you want to start, go ahead. Oh yeah. I also have this.
I text you.
Oh, I didn't see it. You didn't text me loud enough.
Oh,
You should have
sorry.
texted me louder.
I will. Next time.
Sorry about that. But yeah. And that's also a part of that angst that I was talking about, that I was kind of feeling for it, was like, oh, like I was here because I wanted to try and help them. I wanted to try and do them a favor. They asked me to play a certain role, and I wanted to be available for that role. And like in trying to play that role, did I go a little too far? Were they a little bit put off by something that I did or said when I was trying to play that role and trying to create content for their thing? Like, is there some weird thing now between us, you know? That was part of that angst, if that made sense, you know? That was part of that angst. That drink looked good. It does look good. I'll try it now, you know? It's like the production and editing can be whatever, but its driving force was spitballing. Yeah. You know, who are your favorite fish tank contestants of all time between all seasons and spinoffs? Competitors, meaning people who were really game. Brian, Letty, Damiel, even though he was a plant, but you know, him being a plant, he caused a lot of mayhem, and I appreciated that. That was really fun to watch him. There's a reason why I bought his shirt, and it's not just because I think it's hilarious. The picture of him with "I'll swing on anybody." That shit still that shit still makes me laugh sometimes, man. But trying to think who else. JC was pretty cool. She, you know, her Chinese spy stealing the chips thing, that was funny. But yeah, you know. The best way to figure out if they were put off by anything you did or said would be to go over it over and over again, picking at every detail. That's the healthy way for sure. That's I think that's what I got to start doing. I got to start doing that. Is what I got to do. I think I got to text Sam 5 times a day. Like, Sam, are we cool? Dude, are we cool? Are we cool? Dude, I just want to know, like, are we good? Are we good? Did I make anyone mad? Dude, I'm sorry if I made someone mad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm me. Texting Sam. I'm sorry I wasn't good enough. I'm sorry I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for anybody. Nobody ever picks me. Holy fucking shit, man. Oh, that'd be the funniest way to burn the bridge with Sam. That'd be the funniest fucking way to burn that bridge. Man. Rocky banning me for 5 weeks was the coolest thing I've been a part of. I get you, Sensei. Oh man. Anyway. Oh man. What's going on, Alexo? Dude, I'm sorry I can't be Greg. Don't even say I promise you I can be like Greg. Just be like, I'm sorry I can't be Greg. Oh man. All right, let's try this bad Larry out. This is a strawberry Coca-Cola. And it honestly doesn't smell that good. It smells like strawberry and Coca-Cola, which, duh, but I expected that smell to be better. I expected it to be a better smell. Oh, man. It's flat. Yeah, it's flat because these guys sold me a fucking. I don't. You guys can't see it, but it says 2024 9/10. So the expiration date on this was September 10th, 2024. This thing cost me like $5. This is from like a specialty store. I bought this thing from like some pop-up store at the mall near my house. And it's not only is it out of code, but it's flat. That's disgusting, bro. That's ridiculous, dude. I should send my horde of followers. I should send my horde of followers on them. That's so fucking stupid, dude. You know? Jeez Louise, man.
Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast.
But yeah, like, to say that there was no angst after after Bitch Tank would be kind of a lie. I was a little bit nervous, but that's because it's like a serial killer after their first kill, where it's like, they're like, I definitely wanted to do that, and it felt cathartic in the moment. But like, was it a good idea for real? Should I have actually done that? Was it a good idea for was it a good idea for real? You know, that's kind of what happened. And you know, I had the best of intentions with it, and I hope that I was not misunderstood. All I was trying to do was create content. I was just trying to stir the pot and make it more entertaining and enjoyable for the people watching at home, so that they would want to donate more and do more stuff and things like that, you know? And I'm hoping that it was taken the way that it was supposed to be, you know? Tell me what happened. You know, and I won't lie to you guys as well. You know, there's probably like 5 people fucking watching, you know. Like, there was a piece of me that was thinking like, and I said this shortly after Bitch Tank anyway. I said, like, I feel like I may have overstayed my welcome. There is a piece of me that wonders if me not being on season 3 was due in part to me being on Bitch Tank, and then like maybe like misunderstanding what I was trying to do there, you know, what was going on with me at the time and stuff like that. You know, there is a piece of me that wonders, because I was told every season, and I was told season 3 specifically, you know. That's different from like somebody who was brought on for 2.5 being told, "Hey, you'll be here for season 3," and then oops, actually never mind. That's different, you know. It is different if someone like the raccoon, right? His name was Jacob, really cool guy. There's a difference between him being told you're going to be around for season 3 and me being told, "Hey, see you for season 3." Those are two different things, you know. So for someone like him to not be on season 3, it's like, well, okay. Even Bex, you know, like, Bex does so much. She is the glue that holds the operation together for season 2 and 2.5. It is insane the amount of shit that she was doing, you know? And you guys never saw it, because all you ever saw of her was she'd come on camera with drink deliveries, but she did so much shit behind the scenes. And even her not being brought back for season 3 is still not quite the same thing as me not being brought back, you know? Considering like the history that I have with Fish Tank from the first season, you know, considering that I was a force on camera for all of those, you know, so there was kind of a piece of me that was like, oh fuck, did I overstep for Bitch Tank? Did they not appreciate what I did because they took it wrong, or because of one thing or another, you know? Because after all, Jet did say, "Oh yeah, Fatty's here every season," like for season 3. You know, I saw that thing. Somebody asked about me, and Jet kind of sidestepped talking about me to talk about Fatty. I saw that. It is what it is. It's whatever. You know, I'm not mad about it.
I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open, and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street.
Why's he got? What you got to bring
Some
race
city
into it for,
watchman nearby
Erlene?
heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainil Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Rainil, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Rainil convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire.
What's the coolest cat, Siberian tiger or snow leopard? I don't know. I feel like Siberian tiger is pretty cool. The evidence looks bad for Braden.
Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous. And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Rainil character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name.
That's something that's from the old Facebook days where, like, as a white dude, if you say, like, oh, I was in line at Wendy's and this black lady was being, like, rude to the person, every black person on your friends list descends into your comment section to be like, why you gotta bring race into it? What does it being a black lady matter? But then when your black friends on Facebook are talking about, like, a similar situation, they're like, and there was this white lady. It's like, all right, okay. Darth Scott. No Scott, no fish tank. Who knows what goes on in his brain, but there's got to be truth to that, man. So I don't know, man. You know, I don't think, like, look, I'll be honest with you guys. I want to be a part of Fish Tank. I want to be a part of Fish Tank. I want to be a part of more MDE stuff. But after season 3, the chain was broken. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to be a part of Fish Tank, but what I'm saying is when season 4 comes around, I'm going to hype it up. I'm going to like the stuff. I'm going to share it. I'm going to be like, hey, I hope you guys will be watching. I'll be watching too. Haha, you know. I want to support my friend's stuff, but I'm not going to be teasing me appearing on there, you know. Like, I'll let them hit me up and tell me I'm going to be on a week before, as opposed to just going off of what was said a couple months ago. You know, that's what I'll do. I'm not gonna make the same mistake that I made last time, if that makes sense, you know. And I've also mentally moved away from the idea of me being associated with Fish Tank on the level that I used to be. Again, not saying because that's what I want. Not saying that's because I want that. I don't want that. I want to be a part of Fish Tank. But the last thing I want is to do what certain people have done, which I'm not naming names, okay? But the last thing I want is to be the guy who, even though I wasn't on season 3, I'm still trying my best to maintain relevance as a part of Fish Tank, you know? I don't want to do that. Now, obviously, you guys talk to me about Fish Tank, I'll talk about Fish Tank. And I'll joke around. There'll be little jokes, you know, Scott Tank, haha, funny. But I don't I don't want to be milking, is what I don't want, and I don't want to be desperately clinging on to anything ever. I don't want to do that. I don't want that to happen. You know, I want to keep from crashing out, and I want to keep that piece of my dignity that comes from not having been like, oh no, I fell off, it's all over for me, or like desperately trying to feel like I'm still a part of it when I'm not, you know? So even though I hope and pray I'm going to get hit up for season 3, season 4, and or 4.5, and who knows, maybe I saw this Reddit post, right? I jump on Reddit, and there's this post from Fish Tank Live, and I guess there was a thing. It was like like you could pick what room you wanted to see clips from, and my name was included in the rooms, right? Like maybe they're getting ready to do Fish Tank streaming again. I don't know. If that's the case, then hey, I'll be streaming on there. Don't get me wrong, you know? And I hope and pray they hit me up for season 4. But I'm not going to sit here and allow myself to fall into that thing where I'm like, it's going to call any minute. Any minute now. I'm going to get the call any minute now. It's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. I'm going to get the call. You know? That's the last thing I want to do. You know? But yeah, anyway.
I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar.
All right.
I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Repeated tampering with Brayden's corpse is a crime and will alert the authorities. Oh boy. Yep. That guy's dead. Scott's got to make his tank with cryokine called the Outcasts. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let it be known I will fight like 4 or even 5 women at once to protect Scott. I appreciate that, sir. I gotta see if I can do Blink. Really? That's ridiculous.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back, you fucking idiot.
Stop!
What are you talking about? What?
Oh.
Fucking idiot. Holy shit. I'd fight Clay for you, Scott. No way, Clay is mine. Clay is all mine. So, I need to figure out where I'm even going with this fucking guy. I might have to cut this short because I do have to eat dinner, you know, and I don't want to you know. I don't want to keep my wife waiting. Braden's wife, Erlene, told me her husband is innocent. She says that he simply works at night and sleeps during the day. Well, he worked at night and slept during the day. He's dead now. She also suspects that someone must have planted the body. She seemed to cast a suspicious light on Raynal, whom she says she recognizes. I think I should locate Raynal and ask him some questions as well. I should start with some of the merchants and innkeepers in town. Oh yeah? He looks familiar. Is it because you think all fucking Dunmer look the same? Almost called him Drow. Almost called him a Drow elf. Need to get to an inn. Looks like there's one. Yes. Don't Rocky me, bro. Oh boy. Damn.
I take it you want something. Well, what is it?
What can I do for you to... I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynal killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder. I usually don't give out that kind of information.
Oh, alright, well, in that case.
What?
What?
You're full of it. Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Damn.
Not bad. Don't,
Damn.
please. I'm sorry. Whatever you want. I'm not buying that one.
Oh boy.
You
Damn.
Good. See, was that? Every little bit helps.
No. Oh damn. Fuck. Fuck.
Yes, yes, whatever you say. Blah. Are you serious? Raynell's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key.
In case you want to go kill
I
him.
always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either. Well met.
Reynolds' room key. Whoop. Oh, interesting. I've entered Reynolds' room. I should carefully search the place for anything suspicious. All right, in that case, drawers.
It's almost as if he grew up in Skyrim.
Cannot sleep in her own bed.
I don't think the church likes it, but his healing skills are invaluable.
Yellowborn's journal. I've discovered a small journal in Reynolds' room at the inn. It seems he was a part of a group of adventurers who uncovered an artifact of some sort from some alien ruins. They all agreed to stash the artifact in a cave until more research could be done about it. Each of them took a key to the chest it was secured in. The two other members of the group were Braden and someone named Gelliborn. I need to find out more about Gelliborn to confirm my suspicions about Raynil. Olav may be able to help. Oh, interesting.
Good day. Good day. What can I do for you today? Gelliborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynil told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynil and his so-called accomplishment.
Right.
Just look for me if you need anything else.
Get out of the way, offhand. Offhand. Raiden Lyrian's house. Oh, damn, they cleaned it up.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
So, any new revelations in your investigation?
In your investigation. It always bothers me the way people say ERM when they're trying to say It's like, when have you ever heard someone say It's like, what the fuck? It's or or you know?
How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gelliborn was killed by Raynil not too long ago. Gelliborn was a vampire as well, obviously.
He's a vampire hunter. I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gelliborn was not a vampire?
What proof do you have that he was?
Then don't go around flinging accusation and hearsay. If you dare accuse someone of a crime, you must have the proof to back it up. Now, if you believe what you're saying is true, go get me the proof.
All right.
Keep up the good work, I suppose.
The what? Wait, so the innkeeper Olav told me that Gelliborn was slain and skin grabbed by none other than Raynil. As with Braden, Raynil claimed Gelliborn was a vampire. I think Raynil is using the vampire as a cover story to get the keys to the chest where they stashed the artifact. I think the time to speak to Kyrus Renilius about Raynil. He must be stopped. Baby, is it ready?
Yeah,
I texted you.
my phone died.
I didn't text you loud enough.
My phone died.
Go back.
Yeah, I bring the food and I put it here.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna head out, guys. Okay, I'm gonna figure out how to solve this case next week. All right. There we go. All right. I appreciate you guys for coming along. All right. No, I meant to exit game. Come on. Stop being annoying. There we go. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming along. All right. Thank you so much. I will go ahead and I'm going to see you guys Wednesday. I have a video coming out most likely tomorrow. It's going to be of a knife fight between a guy with a knife and some cops. It's actually going to be a pretty interesting video. I think you guys will enjoy it. So, stay tuned for that. I will I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.